my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Feeling me, back to back. I've been trying to keep it cool with these little. They tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on it. Call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I. The 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never. All that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest. Got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it. Like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet. Go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stretch. In your feelings by the better get a grill. Tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip. I got right here for show up, make everybody dip. Went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your hip? I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip. She begging me to take a sip. First she drove the boat, then she like a ship. First you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, no wrinkle clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. LeBron, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me.
Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. They're passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young man, an M on the road, he a scammer. Dripping money, clear, stash, I'm covered in bills. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up, I'm fed up. It's pressure, it's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on. It may say Margiela. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vic, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers in front of this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any save on the issue, I'm going 50, and then the got arrogant. My natural habit. Back to back.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, mate. Get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. Does the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him Bella fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slime me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. The nut paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Go retrieve it, just short, small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Anderson with the honor of getting us started. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
So let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
To the air on 1st down, May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's May again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
To the air yet again, May. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So now on 4th down, Andres Borogalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their 1st series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I think they'll be grateful when it's all said and done to come away with 3 points right there, Kate, considering where that drive started. And you know what else? It adds some confidence for the kicker to kick it from that distance.
Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Put a receiver in motion right. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Ooh, almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does though bring up 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Punt meets him at the 28. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He's got a gain of 6 there. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, it's May. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Made a throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Hey, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
Crazy.
Throwing again, it's May. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 43. Henderson here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they have to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On a draw, this is Henderson. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? We're good. Five. Crazy. Hey, five.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots stretch their early lead to 9. George Pickens the touchdown. One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots go up 10-zip here in the first. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing here, Milrow. To his wide out, it's a screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Here we go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Pistol now for Milrow. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Seahawks.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Will give up the gut to Walker. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Christian Barmore with the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Walker on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they get out 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
18 rattle.
Milrow from the gun. Complete out to the right. This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Trying for it, it's Walker. It's Ross, that ball's free. And the fumble recovery is made.
Fumble on the play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They kick the running back in motion. Milrow with it on 1st. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game.
Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
All is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, sir.
On play action, here's May. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors.
Formation for the Patriots.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get it. 19.
Send one of the tight ends in motion right.
Ready.
Toss play. This is Walker. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Make it an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Okay,
First and 10 from the 43.
come on, Cowboy 80, 1970 Timberwolves. Ready?
Here's Milroe to throw. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Let's go. Prove it, don't tweet. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check, let's go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it third and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready, ready.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
That's caught. Here's Arroyo. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Broke him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's May. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Henderson on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
I'll air it out on 3rd. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. That's a New England first down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henderson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now Seattle's going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
May now. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Kick team out there as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's out a little short of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
Getting out to his left. And he gets this down near the 30. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
41 yards on the play. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. You've set it downs for them from the 31.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
1st down throw here from Milrow. Balled in by Arroyo on the right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And off to Walker from the gun. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
On the jump.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now, Milroe. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. To return this, Marcus Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down throw for May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Seahawks will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And he only manages one. A couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Come back, team. Come on, come on. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
The throw. Here's Milroe. It's it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Dragon 60. 70 Lions. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Milroe looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Well, even after the dropped INT, Brock, this drive's days seem numbered. They've got 3rd and long here.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. If you run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
To the air, Milrow. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 for New England.
I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Dallas checks on the extra point. And the Patriots tie this game up. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. First down now, ball at the 33. The drive begins with a walker run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
but lost some yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Come on, go!
It's a design run for Milrow. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. He's a dive up the middle. And he's going to get this up to a run around that 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for even bigger chunky yardage.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The give now to Henderson. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Crazy. Now here goes that. 5. Hey, what's up?
May now from the gun. He finds Brown right side. And he has him right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Now here goes that.
Off the play action. May. Vacates quickly left side. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
That's nasty. Now here goes that. Hey, what's up?
Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Crazy. Now here goes that. Hey, what's that?
From the gun, it's May. And he's caught. He's got ground. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Hey, what's crazy.
To the air on 1st down, May. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Made a throw it. Cut out left. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
First down, May. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
This our last play of the quarter. To the air yet again, May. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. All right, so we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Crazy.
Third and long for him here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Big moment here for Andres Borregales. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Dragon 60. Red 80.
Milrow from the gun. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Milrow, first and 10. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On the go.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying. 79 Broncos. Go.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Let's go. Charger, 19 Charger. Roll.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Cougar 19.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Patriots into the dime. 3rd down.
60. Here we go. Count 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Throw here. 3rd down. On the move. Headed right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Panther 80. Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18.
Desperation time here. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
You know, some positive yardage here, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3. Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. You better know Power Rangers. I'm so dangerous. Y'all don't talk that way.
They give it to him again. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
49-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! Well, we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Has this at the 6. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run start this series. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
From the gun, Jones gets it. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Red. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Warriors 17.
Back to throw it. That's caught. Here's a roll-up. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Seahawks down by a touchdown. First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger, 19 Lion.
Throwing here, Milrow. Completed to his running back. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready. 77 will come 19. Come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Now to throw. Taken in by Shaheed. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dixie Maverick, Dixie Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He's capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19.
From the gun, Milrow. And they connect on the touchdown to claw back in these final moments. And an extra point will win this game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation, doing that work on the practice field, and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On the gun, it's May. His running back holds it in deep right. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. The game resting on this try from Andres Borregalis. Well, they waited right until the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down throw for May. It is cut left side. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he has likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots push their lead to 6. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. He's got the squiver. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So this is a win for the Patriots. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree.